I'm not sure. Mrs. Osa had made chocolate pie on the Wednesday. We've got dozens of cans of beans for green bean casserole. Because Sam's. I really don't know what else we had left. We at the end of this? Should I be doing a headland? No. Okay. So yeah, this sort of, by the time we get to something like Thanksgiving, we've got everything we need. And it's just the stuff that doesn't last long. So, and then with eggs, you've got Mrs. Osa will make some deviled eggs. We've got some plastic pallets that we stick the eggs in and store in the fridge, so it doesn't matter what size of box of eggs you buy. We can just fill those pallets up. Once a pallet's empty, we can refill it. So I knew we had 2 empty pallets. I bought 12 eggs. Mrs. Osa... Actually, no, we had 1 empty pallet. So I bought 12 eggs, which will fill 1 pallet. And Mrs. Osa made some deviled eggs, which means we got an empty pallet. So next time I go to the store, I could buy more eggs, because we've got space for them. Let this keep running. We'll check on all the things. Contracts. Oh, sorghum planting over there. So the green beans are gone. Stone picking, good value. Weeding would be good if I had a weeder. I don't have a weeder. I have a hoe. But those hoe contracts, just not good. So here now we are just filling in the bits where we were turned around at the end of the rows. I'm not sure what the deal is with the edge. Should be filling everything in, but there is frequently an issue with the edge of the field. No big deal. Didn't do World of Warships yet today. I've got 3. I think I need to average about 3 battles a day just to keep things moving along slowly. Oh, we did not do this end of the field thoroughly. Train. So, might have to come back up. Yeah. very, very, very tiny bit there we're going to miss. So wait till we're overlapping the inner row on the left. We'll do a quick turnaround. This bit over here. See a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit next to that blue line. There we go. Okay. So back on the headland. Oh, good grief. Got a bit of a sore throat last night. So last time I was at Sam's, I was thinking, okay, it's getting into time for flu and coughs and colds and all of that sort of stuff. I'll buy some NyQuil. Then I was rearranging the drug cabinet and we've got about 10 bottles of NyQuil because Teenage Osa reorganized the drug cabinet and hid all of the bottles we had at the back of the cupboard and then put other stuff in front of it, so I had no idea how many we had. So, bought 2 bottles and, we've already got a ton. Well, isn't that fun? Okay, I do believe we are almost finished with this. Oh, he's getting on really well. That's the last row down. There's a little bit more here. There's a little bit more there. There's a little bit more there. And then it's the one headland. Me, on the other hand, where am I? I am there. He'll stop there. Okay. Of course, I'm an idiot. You can't actually see on that map display what you're actually doing as far as spraying is concerned. But we know the weeding's nearly done on that middle field. Happy days. I think what I have to do is go there and there. No, we have to go all the way up there and all the way around there. I didn't do that bit over there. And I think that's, nope, that's where we started. Oh, that's kind of a long way. I guess. So yeah, we'll get this headland done. It was John Deere's back there chuntering around the field. So my model railway order from the UK, I just got an email saying it's expected in stock in the coming weeks. Personally, I think it's expected in stock either next week or the week after. model centre is usually a week and a half to 2 weeks from landing. Although it does turn out that the manufacturer, once things land, they test all the things just to make sure that things are working. One of their recent releases, they found that the motor was wired backwards. So the train would go, if you stuck it in forwards, it would go backwards. If you stuck it in backwards, it would go forwards. Kind of not a bad thing, except it had speed profiling, which meant that it goes slower backwards than it does forwards. And so that was an issue that they deemed as an issue. So the plan there was they had to rewire it. Not a big deal, except, you know, you've got a couple of thousand little model engines that need to be rewired. So that took a little bit of time. It took them about a week, I think. But they're now all done. They're all now going the right way. And they're shipping out to the retailers now. Actually should have shipped to the retailers now. My locomotive, don't know what condition that's in. I haven't seen any updates from the manufacturer short of, yay, it's arrived. So the model centre's going to want to get paid shortly. So that's the email I got yesterday, except I need a PayPal invoice. So we'll wait till that shows up, and then I wait another 2 weeks for it to ship to America, because that's a thing. Oops. Is this going to do all of it, or am I going to have a little bit left over on the left? Wow. Holy crap. Okay, we just have to finish this bit here, and then I think halfway up the run next to the road. And we'll be done doing this field. Awesome. Then we got the big sorghum field. Again, I say, yeah. Big boom, short working time. Not very fast. It would be nice to have a self-propelled sprayer. It's always nice to have a self-propelled sprayer. Because their maximum speed tends to be way more than a towed sprayer can get. See, back down here, I should have been doing the headland. Then I'd be pretty much finished now. Oh well. I've only got 47,000. The problem is we're running workers, so they are chewing up the money. At least I'm doing this one. That saves 400, I think it's $400 an hour. Game hour. Per worker. So this is saving me, we're at 10 o'clock now, so it's saved me about $1,000 already. Me doing this. Okay. End of the line. Boop, done, fold. Okay, we need to head all the way over to the other side of the farm, because because that's where the sorghum is. Let's turn the sensors off, we go faster. I'm going to jump out here and check on the soybean crop. I think, yeah, see, this is pH good. No, pH is pH. Nitrogen, it doesn't care, it's perfect. Okay. Get this driven over to the sorghum field. I think that field is almost done weeding. See the John Deere moving over there. So sorghum field should be this one. Indeed. All right. Let's get this started. Actually, no. Do the interiors, then you do the headlands last. Don't think it really technically matters for spraying. The reason I say that is you're going to drive over the crop, whether you do the rows first or not, whether you do the headlands first or not. You're still driving over crop. With harvesting, you do the outside first because you're clearing the crop so you can drive over that bit when you turn around at the end of the rows. For planting, and to a certain extent, other pre-planting processes, you do the middle first so that you don't mess up stuff. I have to get that. I guess their computer's broken. Because the message, I picked it up, they said, "Hi there." Hello? Dead silence. So, probably in relation to, hey, healthcare. I've been getting so many annoying text messages. Hey, we've got the latest prices on healthcare. I am not interested. I have awesome healthcare from my employer. But then next day, hey, we've still got these great prices. Hey, get in touch with us because we've got great prices on healthcare. It's like, since I haven't responded to your previous 5 emails or text messages, do you think I'm interested? Or do you think you're just harassing me now? Actually, this isn't too bad. Well, we're still going to use up all the fertilizer in the tank, but sorghum doesn't need as much as corn. Corn is horrible. So, looks like the weeding dude is done. Get us down to the bottom, we'll switch to the weeding dude. I think at that point, I've still got a sore throat. I think I'm going to call it there. I'll let the workers finish, well, sort of. I'm going to have to do this manually, but that's okay. I've got to keep jobs up until the weeding is all done. So, take this down to the end. Good grief, that wind is still blowing. Sounds like I'm in a haunted house. Actually, this field's quite nice because it's fairly, it's not square, but it doesn't have any awkward in and out bits. You're done with that. So, where am I? Oh, I am there. So I can move over to this field. So yeah, see all these stones. We've gone over these 4 fields with rollers, and so all of the tiniest stones are gone, but the mid-size and big ones aren't. What I'm thinking is I could buy a stone picker next winter, and then let's do, I think this one has weeds. Oh yes, this one has weeds in. And then I can just go out, pick up some stones every so often, and just while workers are doing other things, or let one off on a worker and then go and do other things. But I don't have to. I don't have to complete a field. I can just start picking up stones on fields. The fields over there which we grow sugar beets in, probably not going to do, because as soon as I've picked up the stones, I'm going to plant them with sugar beets, and the next harvest there's going to be more stones. Unless we stop doing sugar beets. We'll see how that works out for us. We might get very boring and just drop to doing sorghum, corn and soybeans, and maybe replace the sugar beets with cotton. That sounds interesting. But for now, I think we're all good. This tractor will continue doing its thing. This tractor will continue doing its thing. But, hey, have a happy Good Friday, Black Friday even. Do shopping or not? Me, I'm not going to do that. But we will be back tomorrow. For now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everyone. Bye.